Of our most beloved Bhagavan, dear brothers and sisters. We are meeting this morning, the 28th of December, as we are very, very close to the end of the year 2008, very much welcoming the new year 2009. It is in this context I would like to talk to you and share with you certain of the points relating to the new year and how we have got to be ready, how we have got to welcome that new year, prepare for the new year 2009. The topic is, life is a pilgrimage. That is the topic for this morning, the New Year's talk, if not a message. Life is a pilgrimage without a beginning. Life is a search. Life is a quest, eternal, for truth. We have been searching for truth all along. We are in quest of truth throughout our life. We continue our life sojourn, life after life. Life is not limited to this birth alone. Our life is eternal. The life is immortal. It is a river. It is a continuous flow. Life is not stagnant. Life is not a pond or a tank or a lake. It is a continuous river flowing incessantly on and on. And in this eternal flow, in this continuous search, we are after truth. We are for truth. This is the main theme on which we shall have few points and learn together. What is the challenge in life? We face many challenges in life. But when compared to the greatest challenge in life, the remaining are so cheap, simple, silly, negligible, and minimal and decimal. What is the greatest challenge in life? Challenge in life is not a promotion in our career. Challenge in life is not acquisition of some more knowledge. Challenge in life is not to merely accumulating wealth. What is the greatest challenge of our life? The greatest challenge of our life is quest for truth, is search for truth. This is the challenge in front of us as we step into the year 2009. Challenge for truth. Quest for truth. This is not a challenge at the human level. Human we are. Sensual we have been. Worldly in our life. We avoid such challenges. But this challenge of truth is God's challenge to every one of us. God's challenge is an open invitation to every one of us. A biologist cannot be an engineer. An engineer cannot be a doctor. But anyone can face this challenge of life. Anyone can face this God's challenge, open to all, an open invitation. That is the challenge for truth. That's God's challenge to everybody. But what this challenge, ultimately, where does it lead to? Where does it lead to? How does it help me is our immediate concern right now. If I take my career as a challenge, I reach the topmost position. If I take money as an immediate challenge, well, I would be very, very rich enough and affluent. So this challenge for truth, where does it take me? In power, position, wealth, where? The answer is quite simple. It takes me to myself. It takes you to yourself. It doesn't take me anywhere. We are interested to go somewhere. In trying to go somewhere, we are ready to go anywhere. In fact, you need to go nowhere. We don't need to go anywhere. The self is the truth. The self is the challenge until it is known. The self, that is the truth, is the challenge until it is experienced. Therefore, the year 2009, challenge should be to know and experience the truth, which is the self, which has already been there all along. Unfortunately, being outward, we have not known the truth. We have not known the self. We have totally ignored the truth. We are running after facts. The science and technology speaks of facts. Computer science is supposed to be the latest, has got a version changing year to year or month to month. I do not know, day to day. The computer versions go on changing. One has to update themselves to be professionally intelligent, proficient. So we are updating ourselves in the outer world, so busy outside. We have become too much of a head. The head has become almost a book bank. The head has become almost an almirah with collection of books. The head is so busy with facts and figures. So we have no time to turn inward. No time to know the truth. No time to know and experience the self. And hence, that has become a challenge. We always want to become. I want to become the topmost man, a CEO in my factory. I want to become a topmost man, at least a cabinet minister in the center. I want to be a very rich man, perhaps equal to Bill Gates. Because my life has been a journey to become. Unfortunately, The spiritual journey is not becoming. You are not going to become, my friends, because becoming is something new. Becoming is something distant from you. Becoming requires time. But the spiritual journey is being and not becoming. So, quest for truth is to be and not to become. Please understand this. To be and not to become. You can be what you are. You have to be if you want to become. So this quest for truth means that let's be. Let us be in our being the true self, the spirit, the truth, what you call, what I would like to draw your attention. The next point is this, my friends. How do we get it? How do we get it? How am I to experience my truth? How am I to know myself? What is to be done? Bhagavan Baba always gives a beautiful example. If you pay 10 rupees, you get handkerchief, a kerchief. You have to pay the price for everything. You cannot get your dress just available on the street. You cannot get jewels being gifted to you just like that. You have to pay the price for everything. So we should be prepared to pay the price to experience the self, which is our property, which is our birthright. The only thing is, it is forgotten, it is neglected, that's all. What price should we pay now? Would you please tell us how much amount is to be paid to know the self? If you just let me know the account to which the money can be credited, I'll try to get into it. No. What price we have to pay to know the truth? Simply surrender. I have to surrender. The price of surrender. Surrender is the word which is most often misunderstood, misinterpreted. Surrendering money, surrendering dress, surrendering the building is not a surrender. That surrender word is used in the worldly parlance, in the physical sense. But the true surrender is giving up one's own ego. Giving up one's own ego. Dispensing one's own ego. Losing that self-identity. Forgetting that I-ness. That's what true surrender is. We are not prepared to surrender back. I'm prepared to surrender some money. I'm prepared to surrender some of the lot I had. But I'm not prepared to surrender my ego. Why? I'm very comfortable with my ego. Because I have my recognition. I have my status. I have my dignity. I have my respect. With this self-identification. With this ego. Then once I lose this ego, well, what am I? Where am I? Who will greet me? Who will give me the first seat in the first row? Who will smile at me? Who will stand in front of me with their folded hands? Who will shiver in their shoe, standing in front of me? Who will be my subordinate? To whom am I a boss? To whom am I a master? Who is going to be my slave? So, having been authoritarian, having been an aristocrat, having been a bureaucrat, it is impossible to lose ego. for 1,000 lives to come. Because the blood, bone and marrow are full of ego. It is not easy to give up. Because they don't want to, because they are very, very comfortable with their ego. Many, many people around to help and serve. When you are nobody, nobody will come to you. When you are somebody, anybody will come to you. Everyone wants to be somebody. To know the truth, don't bother of anything else. Then Christ is born in my life. Let's not think that Christ is born in a particular place of geographical importance. People may say Jerusalem or whatever may be. That's all geographical. As Baba says, Repalla is a place where Krishna is born. So shall we all go there? People say Vrindavan is a place where Krishna moved about. Shall we book our tickets to go there? People say Mathura is the place that he ruled. Shall we verify the map of India and make all attempts to reach there? My friends, please understand, Repalla, Mathura, Vrindavan are not geographical places. Repalla, the birthplace of Krishna, is one's own heart. Vrindavan, where he moved about, is nothing but my tongue that sings his glory. Vrindavan is nothing but that he ruled the kingdom of my life. We have to identify these places, take them as symbolic. Jerusalem, meaning the place of peace, equal to Prashanti Nilayam, is not a geographical place located in Bharat, in the district Anantapur. This Prashanti Nilayam, no. The human heart that knows no hatred, the human heart that knows no pride, the human heart that knows no envy, the human heart that enjoys the equanimity and equality, fraternity. That human heart is Prashanti Nilayam, Jerusalem, not a geographical place of stone, pebble, sand and mud. Therefore, Christ is born in my life. Then once I try to know the self and experience the self. My friends, we also hear of Christ's life. With all my background as a student of Christian college, both as a student and also on the faculty, I cannot forget all the training I have had in that Christian college. We hear of Christ being put on the cross, crucifixion. But we also hear that Christ comes back to life, resurrection. Crucifixion and resurrection are the two important steps in the life of Jesus Christ. Somebody said, do you consider Christ God for the simple fact that he died on the cross? Oh, well then I will die on the cross. Would I become a Christ? Somebody said, yes, you become, provided you come back to life on the third day. You can nicely die today, forgotten next day. But it's Christ who rose from the dead on the third day, what we call a resurrection. Well, how am I to take these two? Crucifixion and resurrection. My friends, we suffer in our life in different levels, in different degrees. After all, they are comparative. Some may feel, my life is miserable. Some may feel, my life is condemned. Some may say, my life is not worth living. Some may go on to say that, given the chance, I don't want to live the same life next. Some may say, my life is boring, disgusting, vexing. I'm waiting for an end of my life. So people are suffering in different stages of life. But the one who has experienced the self, the one who has experienced the truth, will always be in bliss. He is blissful, even in times of torture, even in times of thrashing, even in times of whipping, even in the midst of tears and bloodshed. He continues to be blissful. The Lord Jesus Christ on the cross, heavily bleeding, with a crown of thorns on the head, people spitting on the face, with all abusive words, still Jesus is divine. Still Jesus the great, the Lord of Lords. How is it possible? Because he has known the self. He has known the truth because he is the truth himself. Christ is truth himself. He is not to know the truth. He is not to explore the truth. He is the truth himself. Truth knows no pain. Truth knows no sorrow. Truth is about tears and smiles. So, Christ's crucifixion has a message to all of us. That we can continue to smile in the midst of torture. That we can continue to laugh in the midst of difficulties. We can continue to be blissful in times of displeasure, discomfort, agony. That is crucifixion. But resurrection of Jesus Christ has another meaning. Resurrection meaning coming back to life after crucifixion on the third day. What does resurrection mean to me? What does resurrection mean to you? It was Christ who was resurrected, who came back to life after crucifixion. Well, it will not happen in my case. When my life comes to an end, no more, that's all. Am I going to be resurrected? No. Therefore, but what does it mean now? When resurrection happened in the life of Christ, what does it mean to me? What does it mean to you? My friends, when we get crucified for the world, when we are crucified for our problems, when we are crucified for our worldly attachment, we are crucified once for all because of suffering. Because of suffering, we are crucified once for all. But when we are crucified in the name of God, when we die for God, when we sacrifice for God, when crucifixion is for God, a resurrection is guaranteed. So resurrection is nothing but the experience of the truth, the realization of the truth, and the knowledge of the self, all being the same. When once that self is experienced, that takes you to resurrection. When the self is not experienced, it is only crucifixion. Crucifixion is the worldly life. Resurrection is the spiritual life. Crucifixion is physical. Resurrection is spiritual. Crucifixion is natural. Resurrection is sadhana. Crucifixion will happen to anybody. Happens to everybody. But resurrection to the chosen few. Resurrection to the chosen few. That's what I mean. My friends, we know the truth and experience the truth. What for? Though crucifixion is certain, I am also certain of resurrection. I am also sure of resurrection because I am the truth. Therefore, the Holy Bible says, I am the truth, I am the way, I am the life. I am the truth, I am the way, I am the life. Then the truth is deathless. As Bhagavan says repeatedly in his discourses, truth is eternal, changeless, immortal, blemishless. It continues to be the same in all the three periods of time, past, present, and future. So that truth is resurrection. That truth is eternity. That truth is infinity. That truth is immortality. Whereas crucifixion, physical, natural, common thing. Therefore, my friends, the new year 2009 should help us to work for that resurrection after undergoing crucifixion of trouble, turmoil, difficulties, bumps, jumps in life, ups and downs in life. That resurrection will happen with the truth, with the realization of truth. That's what is to be said now. My friends, we have certain stages in our life along the spiritual path, particularly in Prashanti Nilayam, more particularly among the devotees of Bhagavan Baba. We have devotees of different backgrounds. A place which is multi-religious, multi-racial, multilingual. We have got all complexity, all diversity, all variety here in Prashanti Nilayam. Baba representing simplicity. While we stand for variety, he stands for oneness. That apart, the point I want to drive in this morning is this: we are in different levels of understanding. We are in different levels of comprehension. We are in different levels of experience, awareness, and consciousness. We are in different levels of consciousness, understanding. That area I would like to touch upon and spend a couple of moments on that important aspect. We have got one section of people who say that we have no path to follow. Not even footpath. I have nothing to follow. What shall I do? We have another section that say, we have a footpath, but that is only one-way traffic, narrow footpath. So let us choose a pathless or a land with a footpath. That's all. My friends, I have no path, meaning he has not made an attempt. Meaning he is ignorant. Meaning he is not conscious. Meaning he is unconscious. An unconscious man has no path to tread, has no path to walk along. So let us not go for that. But on the other hand, there is another way which is so narrow, only fit for one to walk, not too many, to move as a gang or as a group. You may walk alone a footpath, that's all, which is narrow. Yes, spiritual path is always narrow. Somebody joked this way. It seems a person has gone to a place where he comes across two paths. He does not know which path leads him to heaven. He does not know which path takes him to hell. He went on inquiring. Somebody said, the path which is narrow, very narrow, is heaven. The path, broad highways, 6 vehicles at a time, 10 vehicles at a time, up, down, middle. Whoa! You find vehicle, that is beautiful hell, that will take you there. Why? Because hell is thickly populated. Why the path to heaven is narrow? I think population, still so much of space. Each fellow having thousands of acres of land. Therefore, my friends, the path that has got only footpath is enough. Because it is challenging. It is testing. It needs some effort to walk along. Then the next. We have got one group of people who say, that was the golden age. That was the golden age. Vedic period is golden age. How do you know? The days of Jesus Christ, well, that period was the golden age. If that is so, why should he be put on the cross? So, some people feel glorified. Some people feel very happy about their past. It is very unfortunate. Those that have nothing to say of the present, they want to live in the past. Some elderly gentleman was talking to us 2 days before. Mr. Anil Kumar, all these things are found in Vedas. When I was talking something, that gentleman could not resist his temptation to make a comment. All these things you are speaking about are there in Vedas. I simply innocently asked him, did you read those Vedas? Do you know each number of pages in each volume of each of the Vedas? To speak of Veda that you do not know is Vedana, agony. To speak of Veda that you do not understand is Rodana, a cry. What for, my friends? Because he doesn't want to accept what you are saying. So he says, it is there in it. So what? So what? Therefore, my friends, some people refer to the past as the golden age. This is one section of people. Because they go on speaking then. There. Those that speak of these two, then and there, meaning the past, oriented life, always referring to that as the golden age. We have another section of people. Christ will come again. Golden age is the future. Golden age is not of the past. Golden age is of the future. Oh, I see. You starve now. Don't sleep now. Lead a beggarly life. In future you will be happy in the golden age. I don't know. That may be much worse than this. Who knows? So there are some who believe that golden age belongs to the past. There are some people who pronounce that golden age lies in the future. What shall we say now? My friends, that is not true, because past you didn't see that. That is future, you are not sure to witness it. So what is the golden age? The golden age is not then and there. Golden age is not going to be in the future. Golden age is here, now, in the presence of Bhagavan Sri Satsang Baba. Therefore, our answer should be not then and there. Our answer should be here and now. That's why the Holy Bible says, the kingdom of heaven is within you. The kingdom of heaven is within you. The Bible does not say, kingdom of heaven was in you. The Bible does not say, kingdom of heaven is going to be in you. It is in you. Tastvamasi, that thou art. That thou art. So, kingdom of heaven is within you right now, here now. Therefore, my friends, let us come out of the past. Let us not dream of the future. Let us live here now. That is the challenge for the year 2009. We have one section of devotees. They have got the temperament of a householder. Who is a householder? All of us are householders, yes. Let us know how our householder life is. My family, my house, my bank account, my children. I go on remembering, celebrating my birthdays, celebrating wedding anniversaries, celebrate the birthdays of children, grandchildren. The whole life, the whole vision, the whole ambition, the whole world centers him and around his family. That is the stage of a householder. We have another group who are wanderers. Wanderers. They go on moving everywhere. Where is your family? Well, I have no family. Congratulations. Where do you stay? I have no permanent place to stay. Oh, good, lucky one. What do you do? Nothing to worry about it. What do you get? I am yet to know. So, the life of a wanderer is something like a rolling stone that gathers no mass. In physics it says that a rolling stone gathers no mass. So, a wanderer who goes on moving about gets nothing. Because some people tell me, oh, I had been to that place, I had been to this place, and in the series of places of my visit, this is one place. Very good. Are you a tourist? Or are you arranging trips, pleasure trips, and making a business out of it? The life of a householder is confinement, is imprisonment, is conditioned life, is a programmed life, is a computerized life. The life of a wanderer is a useless life, is a worthless life, is a meaningless life. Then what kind of life I should have? Shall I be a householder or a wanderer? I am not a householder being limited to myself. Nor am I an aimless wanderer. No. I have this self-understanding that it is universal. The sun there spreads the light all over the universe. Similarly, I may be a householder, but my understanding is universal. I may be a householder, but I love all and serve all. I may be a householder, I know that love is God, God is love. My ambition is that truth is God, God is truth, that I have got to live in truth. So you may be a householder, but yet you are universal. So I am not either a householder, simply in the term, nor am I a wanderer and a go-between and a beyond. I am a go-between and even beyond. A householder who is a wanderer, or a wanderer who is a householder, and beyond. I wander in search of truth and wander in the experience of truth. I'm not a wanderer, but I wander experiencing the truth. That is our state where we have got to be. We have large number of religious people who can argue, who can counter-argue, who can quote profusely number of slokas from books. I tell these people who want to memorize these things, who spend their lifetime in memorizing, repeating, I tell them, my friend, why do you torture yourself? We have Google search in the computer. Google search in the computer will tell you what all that you need. You don't need to waste your time in repeating, verbalizing, getting things by heart, shouting to the pitch of your voice, such that the landlord asks you to quit. Religion is not noise. Religion is not shouting. Religion is not repetition. Religion is not bookish. Religion is not academic. Religion is not logic. Religion is not rationale. So I will try to rationalize. I can argue. I can quote freely. This is one group of devotees. While we have another section of people, I may not know the actual context in the Bible where it is said. I may not quote that Upanishad verse now, but this is my sentiment. This is my feeling. This is my emotion. This is my thinking as of now. This is irrational, illogical, unscientific, non-technological path. So one is totally based on rationalization. The other is totally irrational. One is scriptural, other is non-scriptural. One is thinking, other is feeling. Now what should I do? Where am I? Let my thinking evolve into feeling. Let my thinking be backed. Let my thinking be supported by feeling. Thinking without feeling is political. Thinking without feeling is commercial. Thinking without feeling is selfish. Thinking coupled with feeling is selfless. Thinking in combination with feeling is compassion. Thinking with feeling is divine and spiritual. So my friends, our job is to feel as we think as we feel. Not to the exclusion of the other. It is going to be a blend of both. Because when we just lose our thinking, we may become dogmatic, lopsided, fanatic, violent, spiritual terrorists. Because he's only emotional, he's ready to kill anybody. I have my strong feeling to kill you. Oh, I see. Better I don't have that feeling. I got a sentiment to convert all of you to my faith. Oh, let me not have that sentiment. If a man has only these things, the result is violence, terror, anger, fury, fire, everywhere. If there is only thinking without a feeling, it is bogus, it is duplicity, it is hypocrisy, diplomacy, makes you a tough politician, if not a religious man. Politicians think deep enough and say, which they do not mean. Many of the politicians say that education should be made available in the regional language. Telugu in Andhra, Tamil in Tamil Nadu, Malayalam in Kerala, very good. But they have their children in English medium schools, central schools and public schools. Many politicians say that you should serve your country while he makes a foreign trip every month with his children settled abroad as citizens. So this hypocrisy, this diplomacy, this duplicity, this falsity is because of mere thinking without feeling. Mere feeling makes you angry, violent, retortive, reactive, responsive. Therefore, what should we now? Let us think as we feel. Let us feel as we think. That should be the combination now. I would like to talk to you another thing. I met many people who say that Mr. Anil Kumar has got collection of books. Oh, good. Some people say, I have got some water from Ganges. Oh, good. After all, it's H2O. Water from Ganges or water from Puttaparthi. That is H2O. That is not H3O. Now this HO. Same combination. But he's so Kasi Jala, water from Ganges. Oh. And this water is from Haridwar. Oh, wonderful. And they also say this is the sand collected from Cape Comorin of 3 colors because 3 oceans meet there. I'm happy to collect books on religion. I'm happy to collect the sand and the water. And some shells. Some people bring shells from Rameshwaram with their names nicely written there. Shell does not belong to you and you are not the shell. But you have the name on the shell, meaning you have become a shell and to be shelved later. We are not for the shelf, we are for the self. Not for the shelf, but for the self. So some boost of the accumulation of things, some boost of the accumulated collection of articles, things, books, monumental, archaeological value, that is one section altogether. But there are others that believe, I don't simply collect, no, I love persons. I love persons. Not simply things. I start loving people, not collecting articles. I love them, not simply things, no, that section. Others, people that say like that. Then what should we do now? Shall I throw all my books outside on the street now? Or shall I remove all the idols there in the altar and throw them on the outside? Because I love people. So these are 2 extremes. What should I do now? I see God in both. I see God in both. Because Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa has seen God. Mother Kali in everyone. Mother Kali in everyone. Anyone can see Mother Kali everywhere. So in things, in persons, when I come to conclusion that both are divine, That's what Baba says. Ghatam vidhi, patam vidhi, gruham vidhi, kudyam vidhi. This may be a mansion, this may be a house, this may be a picture, this may be a residence, this may be anything. Suryudannanu Brahma, Chandrudannanu Brahma, Valabhyamannanu Brahma. Sun is God, moon is God. He is Sabhayu Brahma. This congregation is Brahma. See that at that level. Itaru Nishakarudu, Itaru Divakarudu, Chukalanniyu Brahma, yes. This may be the sun and the moon or stars, but everything is divine, says Bhagavan Baba. Therefore, my friends, the approach is articles of possession for exhibition. And our thought is not to persons, because love is universal. I love plants, I love birds, I love animals, I love things, because everything is divine. That is the spirit that we have to develop in Sai fold, in Sai way of life. Then some will say, my life is fine. I know that I have got a shelter. I know I have got a goal. I know the path in which I am moving about. There's nothing wrong about it. I know that goal, right? I know this path. My life is protected. I'm under a good shelter. That's one view. The other view is this. I do not know what's going to happen. Because we meet sometimes friends here in Prashanti Nilayam. I don't know what's going to happen to me. I am going around Ganesha 108 times. I don't know what's going to happen to me. I certainly visit Gayatri every day. Listen to the chanting and also watch the Harati. I don't know whether I am right or wrong. I go to Nagar Sankirtan every day. I go for darshan. I don't know what is going to happen. These are the two views. One, certain goal, certain path, promise assured. The other one is unknown, uncertain, no guarantee, hypothetical, imaginary, fictitious. What shall we do now? Let's have an understanding of this. Many things, when they are not known, can be branded under ignorance. All those things, when once they are known, they come under knowledge. So, the first group of people, I know what's going to happen, that is knowledge. Because book says, it is a heaven. There in the heaven you are going to be eternally young. Vaikuntha, the heaven, you will be eternally young. Even heroes, nothing. There will be no wrinkles on the face, no. You will be quite lean, slim and smart. Where? In Vaikuntha. I have not met anybody from that place, though I am quite anxious. There is a description. And they also say that there in Vaikuntha, well, there is no shortage of alcohol. Of course, they give a different word, amrita. Because using the word alcohol is so bad. So let us say amrita. Here I cannot afford alcohol, no? Very costly, Scotch whiskey, one can't do that. Throughout, no. If he consumes too much, he will die out of cirrhosis of liver. But he wants to drink, he cannot afford. But there, streams of amrita, Stream there, you can go. Get yourself drowned if possible. And third promise, there in Vaikuntha, you can see so many young, beautiful women dancing. Not ordinary ladies. Rambha, the most beautiful lady. Tilottama, you have no words to describe. Urvasi, you cannot imagine. You can see their dances. Oh, I see. But I can see them in any casino bar here. I can see them in any picture I want to. Therefore, my friends, we live in ignorance because of the promise, because of the goal of our imagination, because of destination which is a fiction, which is imaginary. Life unfulfilled here is going to be fulfilled there. How ridiculous it is. So this is one brand of people of knowledge. There's also another book by name Garuda Purana, which is read whenever there is a tragedy at home, particularly the death. They read that book. There they go on describing at one place. It seems there will be there's a very big pan full of oil, and these people will be fried there. I don't know how big a pan it should be to fry all of us, not one or two. Because most of us have got our birth reserved there. Frying, how many cooks are needed, I don't know. They will be fried, it seems. And it seems they will be driven on the edge of a sword. Oh, how many swords you need? But yet people are happy because either I will be in the frying pan or in the court of Rambha, Urvasi, Tilottama. Why not? While I will be dragged along the stream of blood in hell, I can have intoxicating drinks there in Vaikuntha. So this is all the knowledge. So on one hand we have got the knowledge that shows the path, that speaks of the goal. Therefore they feel they are secured. Insurance guaranteed. Insured, life insured. How much money they save, how much money they would get. After death, of course, to those people remaining. That's sure. When there are other group of people who are uncertain, I don't know. Some people say better I go to the Pope. Some people say better I go to Makkah. Some people say if you go to Tirupati, you will not be born again. Oh. Some people say if you go to Kasi, Benares, not only you, the whole family will never be born again. Some people say if you go to Kedarnath and Badrinath, the pilgrim places where you have to walk just along a narrow path with a deep valley on either side, heaven is guaranteed. If he falls, there itself he will get heaven. He need not wait for the end. Why end? On the way itself one can get the heaven. A beautiful bargain and a business on the way. So people say different. Some people say if you go to that Guru, he will give you that mantra which will save you. If you go to that Guru, not going to be saved, you are already saved. By shaving yourself, giving money. Some people say, if you pay money, all your sins are forgiven for the whole week. No objection certificate, NOC. So that you can start new account from Monday. NOC every Saturday or Sunday. Fresh account from Monday. Very nice. So shall I go this place where no due certificate is available? Or shall I go where I will get heaven on the way? Or shall I go there where the heaven is in my hands right now? So there is another class of people who are not certain of what they do, who are not certain of where they go, who are not certain of what they are doing. This is second class. One, according to books and scriptures. Second, well, I don't know that or this. Then what should we know then? We should know that there is no goal at all. And we should accept uncertainty, which Baba already started teaching us by not giving darshan many times. He is already teaching us. Don't be certain, don't be different of darshan. He may not do darshan. This is education. Let us look at it positively. Let us not be depressed or disappointed or frustrated that we are not having darshan. No. The positive side is we are learning uncertainty. We are learning that Baba is beyond speculation. That Bhagavan is beyond the framework, our own schedules, our own programs, our own arrivals and departures as regular flights or train, railway platform. You cannot say that. Therefore, my friends, what we should do now is this. Life is not protected thing, no. Because people of knowledge, they think that life is protected. Certainly not. What happens tomorrow? Who can say that? What is going to happen this afternoon? Who can say that? What lies next? Who can say that? No. Nor life uncertainty, life unknown. What should I do now? My thought is this. Let me live in the moment. Let me live in the present. Let me live in existence. Known, unknown, or future. Known is past, unknown is future. But I am in the present, not bothered of known and unknown, not bothered of certain, not bothered of uncertain. No, I live in the present. That is omnipresent, as Baba says. Let that be a point of interest, a point for implementation in the year 2009. The people, one group, if he's in a temple, he wants to be the president of the temple committee. He wants some position everywhere. He is very greedy of power. Very authoritative, power, position, wealth, even in spiritual centers. That's one group. And the head, so what? I see you, you're headless as it is. And the boss, my question is, to whom are you boss? First let me check up with your wife. She will say, I'm the boss, useless fellow. What guts he has to say? So we are happy with the power, position and being greedy. This is, and money. Not that. This one class. We have another thing. I trust life. Life is more important. I trust love, which is more important. Life and love are above money, power and position. That is the second group. What shall I do now? Even if I am in authority in a spiritual organization, I am the convener or the president of a Samiti, of a Sai center, let me know that it is not a position, that I am a trustee, that it is a responsibility, that I am the first servant of God, that I have got to be more humble than anybody in the organization. Can anyone be more than Teresa? Can anyone be more than Vivekananda? Can anyone be more than Baba himself? I am egoistic because of Baba's organization, while Baba is so simple, people will spit on my face. Baba is so simple and humble. Being the convener of a Sai center, I am ego on 2 feet. How ridiculous it is. Therefore, Positions of power, they are not to be condemned, abhorred or ridiculed. No. Positions and power, we have to take them as with a spirit of service, with a spirit of commitment, dedication, service. Well, that becomes noble. And then you may love life, and you may consider life and love above. But understand what is life. Understand what is love. Life and love are not different. Life is love. Love is life. And that is God. So, the one part of position and money, other way love and life. Between both are same. There is no longer a position when I feel I am a trustee, that I am a servant. This is no longer love and life separate. That is totally divine. My friends, I can go on like this. God willing, we'll continue next week in the same tone. As we step into the new year, I have few points to say. Kindly bear with me for a couple of minutes more. This Christmas celebration this year in Prashanti Nilayam 2008, December 25th, is unique and very special. I have been watching Christmas celebration for the last 35 years, but this year is excellent, unparalleled, historic, top, for several reasons. The first reason is, never before the whole campus is decorated as this year. The center of attraction, the center of beauty is limited to a space in front of Bhagwan, a place where we sit. But this time, we have decoration all over Prashanti Nilayam campus. In front of North Indian canteen, where they have kept so many dolls and toys depicting the life and the message of Jesus Christ. Fantastic. Fantastic job. Hats off to them. Hats off to them. Not only this. It is a pictorial representation. It is a beautiful drama enacted in front of our eyes. What a beautiful scenario it is in front of the North Indian canteen. I'm particularly thrilled and excited standing in front of foreigners' canteen where to see Santa Claus alive, in movement. What a fantastic job it is. Such a thing I have not seen before. The decoration near the stores, the way how they decorated Ganesha there at the entrance. Wow, wow, sight for gods. And there in the Sai Kulwant Hall, at the center, the spirals, and the student of biology, we speak of DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA, which is the gene. The gene found on the chromosomes. The gene structure, double helix, is now found hanging there in Sai Kulwant Hall. Beautiful double helix, nicely illuminated, colorful bulbs. Wow, wow. And then we have got in the veranda angels, faces of angels, dolls, Christmas bells hanging. Wonderful decoration, multicolored. Very big canvas paintings. Mother Mary with infant Jesus in her arms. One should be lucky enough to see such a decoration. One should be fortunate enough to see the beauty. One should have done some merit in the past to be here during this Christmas. That's what I felt. And there in Kulwant Hall you find plastic painting, huge one on either side. And near Swami's altar, near Swami's residence, Yejur Mandir, oh, Santa Claus is anxious to meet Satya Sai Baba, the Jesus, the second coming of Jesus Christ, Christ himself. Christ personified, compassion in movement, love incarnate. What a beautiful decoration. That's one aspect that has thrilled me. The second aspect that has excited me is this: the Christmas carols rendered by foreigners on 24th evening. Usually, we sing hymns known to us. We sing hymns, the tunes of which are already familiar. Usually we sing traditional hymns of the church. This time, they have composed so many hymns on Satya Sai Baba for the first time, carols for the highest order. I have not seen before Swami spending so much of time with them. I have not seen Swami smiling and smiling. I have not seen Swami asking them to sing again and again, though the stuff is exhausted. Though they are exhausted, God is not exhausted. He wants to hear more and more, more and more. It never happened before. I am very happy. May God bless them all. I am very happy to watch on 26th yesterday, the day before yesterday, 26th, next day after Christmas, a drama enacted by the children from Sri Satya Sai overseas centers. Children from different countries. Christmas pageant is very well known to me. Christmas pageant is the one with which we got used to for several years. But this time the drama is special, very special. Why? We have Swami teachings and Jesus teachings incorporated in the form of a dialogue. We have Swami's miracles and Jesus' miracles well displayed in different scenes. Baba and Jesus. Yesu, Sai going together. When Jesus said, Abba, Abba, A-B-B-A, Father, Abba, repeated again and again, Abba is Baba. That's what we have seen here, very well displayed. Therefore, this year's Christmas drama is a combination of both Jesus and Baba, which is spectacular, wonderful and excellent. May Bhagavan bless all the children and their parents and the kind of material they brought all the way, all along, from long distant places, men and women, working and toiling day and night, preparing the costumes, decorating, is not ordinary thing. It is not mere preparation. It is not mere physical action. That is spiritual sadhana. Please take it, my friends. Big is spiritual sadhana. Because we have not done that to please anybody. We have not done that in expectation of anything, or praise, or finance, or gain, reputation, nothing. You have done in the name of the Lord. You have done in the spirit of the Lord. May God be with you forever and ever. Jai Sai Ram. Thank you. Asato Sagamaya Tamaso Jyotirgamaya Mrujyorma Amulangamaya Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu. Shanti Shanti Shanti. Jai Bolo Bhagwan Sri Satsang सच्चाई बाबा जी की जय बोलो भगवान श्री सच्चाई बाबा जी की प्रेज द लॉर्ड हालेलुया
you.